All right, let's see what we got here. We got a bag here. It's looks like 2 layers, but not heavy duty. The bottom's padded slightly. The handles don't wrap all the way around, but clearly tells you what's inside, and it holds everything, so that's good enough for me. Let's throw that down here. All right, so we got an instruction manual, and this is for the socket. This is to register, so if you want to register your warranty, and it has the product serial number on it there. It says 18 months extended warranty. But when I looked in the user manual, it said SEYVUM provides a lifetime warranty for all products. And that's what is on the Amazon product page as an electronic download as well. So this is the same as that. It says lifetime. I don't know why this says 18 months extended warranty, but in any case, you can register it on SEYVUM's site. I went on there earlier and I saw that there's a specific area to do so. All right, so, well, that's pretty nice. This has a nice cutout foam thing for assigned seats for your, your tools. So you could actually store it in this if you wanted to, just as well as this. But this would be better for probably a car or something where you could just throw this in your trunk or a wheel well, and it would conform to whatever shape you need it more easily than this box. So it comes with a 3 amp hour, 20 volt lithium ion battery, and it looks remarkably similar to a Makita clone. It doesn't have the the power thing in the middle here, but it looks very, very similar, and that's one of the reasons that I took a chance on this, is because it says BL right there. That's kind of code I've learned for Makita batteries. So Makita batteries are BL 18 whatever or whatever. So this is the battery that comes with it. Okay, and okay, it's a little hard to get off. Let's see now if this BL1830 battery, which is just one of the model numbers for Makita, it looks very similar to the bottom of a Makita type clone, with the positive on one side and the negative on the other, same as that. So it should work, and 18 and 20 volts are close enough that it won't damage the motor. So, well, it goes on a whole lot easier. This is the clone battery, and this is the battery that comes with it. This is a 3 amp hour and 6 amp hour. All right. Let's see. Sounds exactly the same, except I can't get it off as easily. All right, so what else we got? We got four impact sockets, and what we got is 17, 19, 20, and 21 millimeter. 21 millimeter is what works on my Kia Sorento SUV. And an actual charger, and you could hang it up here too on the wall if you wanted to. The only other thing I see in the bottom here is this thing here. It's a little pin, and that pin goes when you, this anvil here has what's called a tension ring, I believe is what they call it. See the little hole there? Some anvils have a detent pin, which is a ball bearing or a pin that's on a spring that pushes down as you squeeze this on. This one has a ring which goes all the way around, so it's not as finicky about having to get the hole in the socket, lining up with the detent pin. But you can put it on there, and you can see that it holds it on pretty well. And when your thing's on and aligned, you can see right through it, and that's for this. This O-ring, I suspect, goes on here, and you would just roll that up a little bit, put this on with the holes aligned, put the pin through it, and it will just fall right out the other side. And then you roll this onto it to hold that pin in place. That's the purpose of that. And that's if you're on a pit crew or something and you don't want this to risk this falling off. This won't come off now. You could hang from that. But that's the purpose of that. I'll probably never use that, but that's what it's for. If you put, like most power tools, if you put this selector in the middle, it locks it, so it can't accidentally go off. But if I'm letting this bounce around in the trunk, it could easily, that could happen, and now I got a dead battery when I go to use it. So the best policy for me is to just take the battery off when I'm done using it. That way I don't have to worry about that. You have to be in forward mode to change the speed of this. So once you're in forward mode, then I don't know if you can see, but there's a light down here for high and low, H and L. And right now we're in high. If we push this again, the light goes to L, and that's L. And that's that. All right, so you can see here on this other tool, this is just a clone, a Makita battery accepting clone as well, and this says BL on the side, just like this one does. So that's a little clue for you in the future. If you see BL on the side, it probably takes Makita batteries. Now, I should say that the manufacturer specifically says it only takes our batteries. It only uses our batteries. And that's probably for liability reasons. I don't know, they have their own reasons, but just about everybody produces their own batteries. They want you to use those and their chargers for probably safety reasons. And if you put too much voltage or not enough voltage through an electric motor, it can damage the motor. But when you're talking about 18 or 20 volts, the only 2 volts, I personally have never had a problem with it. So, I have a lot of different clone tools that have proprietary batteries, but it's very difficult to keep track of, a dozen chargers and batteries that all look very similar. And most of them don't have this on the side, SEYVUM. That's good, because now I know that goes with this impact gun. As far as how powerful this is, I'm not worried about it. I'm not a professional, so I'm just going to use this for, probably whenever I travel. I'll probably just leave it in my car in the back for emergencies, just in case I have a problem and I need to, change a tire real quick. But and I'll pull it out of there as needed when I need to do some other project with it. So if it fails to pull that, to break the wheel loose, I'll just use my lug wrench, and then I'll go right back to using this. And this will make it so much faster. And for the price that they're getting for this, and what comes with it, I really don't think you can beat this. I looked, and I didn't see anything that even came close.
Right, so I'm going to review the SEYVUM brushless, cordless that is, impact wrench set. It's got the 1/2 inch size for all those lugs that you would normally work with, 1/2 inch size. Now this kit actually comes with a 20-volt battery charger here, AC. Then you get 4 of the wrenches that comes with it. If you got any bolts that fits these, you're in good shape. They have the sizes on the bottom of them. This is a 21. You got a 20. You got a 19. Then you got your 18. Then you get 120-volt battery. Here you go. And then this little button here is just the speed control. You got the forward reverse. You just push this here. And then it also comes with the lights, as you can see here when I press that here. You got the light that turns on so you can see what you're doing. And this is basically showing you the speed, that in green there. Get that back on. Based on what the button here has pressed at. So that's all determined by this. The other good thing about this is you can actually use your normal 1/2 inch wrenches with this wrench driver here. It will fit for any of those. So if you have any, standard wrenches, whether they're the SAE or the metrics, they'll work. So I got a 5/8 here. So this would actually fit on the actual driver because it's a 1/2 inch. So these actually work just as well. If you need the adapter, you just get your adapter here to bring it down to the smaller size. So this would actually fit as well. So I'm gonna put this video down just so that you can see that actually work. So that's how it snaps on. Then you just get your, your sockets, put it on, you're in shape. So that's today's review. Thanks.
Brake stop.
Decent built, pretty good. Took the lug nuts off pretty easy. Let's try another one real quick. There's that auto stop, that brake stop, whatever. It stopped me from going all the way out. That's pretty cool. Let's go forward. Seems pretty good. Still full charge. Brushless. Still sticker was coming out when I took it out of the package.
Alright guys, I'm just here to do a review. I don't typically do the reviews, but however, I find that they are helpful to see them live versus pictures. I'm just buying this SEYVUM or SEYVUM, however it's pronounced, impact drill for my work. It came with everything that it needed to, with the bag. You have the charger, right? You have the battery and the 4 impacts that they come with, 4 sockets. But unfortunately, with my delivery, did not include the friction ring or the pin. I've already double checked inside and out. It was also not in this bag as well. So, and to top that off, not sure if anyone else has had this issue, but the sockets don't actually fit in the anvil. So I've tried to shove it in there multiple times. I'm concerned that they may have given me the 3/8 pair sockets versus the 1/2 inch. So yeah, this is basically a useless set. Just want to make sure y'all are aware if you guys ever looking to purchase this. Hopefully the shop or manufacturer can keep an eye on that and make sure that they deliver the right products. All right, y'all.
I've been wanting one of these. I just never could find a good one. This one comes with sockets and charger. A cool bag. See what it does. Let's tighten. Hey. You hear that? It's got plenty of power. Most of them don't. That's a good one. 20 volt. I like that. Pretty cool.
So this is the impact wrench, and this battery's being charged. It came fully charged, but I've used it for 10 months. This is the first time I've had to charge it. Really like this impact wrench. It does the job, and it's about half the price of the same one at Harbor Freight, although they show a different name, but it's a good deal.
So I'll probably get new ones. This is the one that came with it, so I would not recommend using these long term. This is after 1 day of use.
All right, what you got?